Hey you! Do you have a story to tell? Do you have a voice that is dying to be heard? Do you want to inspire people? You're not hearing this message by mistake. This is destiny calling. I know you have a voice inside of you that is dying to be heard. This is that opportunity that you've been waiting for. I'm Dr. Billy Alsbrooks, one of the top speakers in the world. And I'm putting together an army. That's right, an army of voices to go out and change the world. I want you to be a part of it. Do you have a story to tell? You didn't go through that struggle for nothing. We're gonna turn it into a testimony. I'm launching a 7-week Unleash Your Voice speakers class. I'm gonna teach you how to put your story together, how to strategically lay out your message, show you how to deliver your gift on stage to audiences. I'm gonna show you how to set any room on fire. If you've ever dreamed of being a motivational speaker, this is your opportunity. When this course is over, you're gonna get a chance to get on stage with me. You're gonna get a chance to shine in front of an audience. This is a phenomenal, life-changing opportunity. Do you have a story to tell? Do you have a voice that is dying to be heard? Do you want to make a difference in this world? Do you want your life to have meaning? Then seize this moment, seize this opportunity right now. Get your phone out and text me at 407-258-2011. Text me the words, I have a story to tell. Don't miss this opportunity. There are limited slots available. Everybody's gonna get a chance to get on the stage, so there are limited slots available. Come join the army of voices. Impact 1 billion. You got a story to tell. Let's go tell it. How much are you worth? Way more than he's treating you, that's for sure. If you need to, borrow my glasses. This way you can see right through his lies. But I sense in my spirit you know this already. You know not to believe a word he says, yet still you let him treat you this way. Why? Why do you let him treat you this way? I don't know your story, but I do feel that I've known you for years. If you want to talk, I'm here. If you want to just sit, I'll do that too. Life's too short to let them abuse you. Time's too fleeting to let them use you. Come, sit with me by the water. Maybe the mallards will have the answers. What is it about you that you struggle with? Why does the mirror frighten you so much? I don't mean your physical appearance. You're beautiful. You know that already. I mean, what is it that you have the hardest time accepting about you? What truth are you running from? Can it be any worse than his fists? He gets even more violent with you emotionally. Your makeup can't hide those bruises. I see them. Others do too. They just don't say anything. Why do you let him treat you this way? Why? Why you let him do that to you? How long are you gonna let him do this? When is enough enough? I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable. I can see you getting uneasy. I just care too much to not say anything. You don't trust anybody, I get this, but you're safe with me. Safe to cry, vent, or do whatever you feel you need to do. Whatever you say to me stays with me. Just wanted you to know that, but you never did answer me. How much are you worth? I'm not gonna let you run from that, girl. Answer me. How much are you worth? Way more than he's treating you, that's for sure. If you need to, borrow my glasses. This way you can see right through his lies. But I sense in my spirit, you know this already. You know not to believe a word he says, yet still you let him treat you this way. Why? Why do you let him treat you this way, girl? How much are you worth? penetrated the universe so deeply with my vision that she's now pregnant with my dream. Every thought I have is intentional, single-minded, and laser-focused. I've learned to steer and consolidate my imagination in such a way that it projects my desired outcome upon the canvas of the world. I've learned that one must not only imagine, but imagine consistently until the dream takes full root in the mind. These roots will eventually grow legs, the very legs that your dream will walk with right out of the mental realm and into reality. This was not something I learned overnight. I spent years in frustration wondering why I wasn't achieving the things I wanted to achieve. I questioned why certain goals or outcomes of mine manifested while others didn't. It seemed random at times with no rhyme or reason behind the failures or successes, but I kept on. Each day, with my eyes closed, I spent hours in the dream kitchen, envisioning everything that God kept stirring in my spirit. Over time, I developed a mental discipline to still the mind. I embraced the spiritual truths, and I discovered the creative laws behind the process that governs the birthing of ambitious dreams. Now the mind movies and visions that I scripted on the storyboard of my closed eyes, the world sees with their eyes open. Now you dreamers, bow your heads and pray with me. Lord, remove all beliefs of limitation from my spirit. Baptize me in truth. Cleanse my mind from error. Let the dreams that you planted in me begin to breathe. Welcome to the Dream Kitchen. Here, prayer is not an asking process, it is the creative one. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that read it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Hear me now. To walk in our true kingdom power, we must stop vibrating at mortal frequencies that conflict with the harmonies of divine truths. To be still and know that I am God is to return to the perfect musical key in order that heaven hums her music in. Let every song of life be written, arranged, and played in the same key so that our mind and actions harmonize with our Creator. I strum the divine chord and my harmony summons the full manifestation of who I am. To accept Christ is to fully acknowledge God's true residency, which is within us. All the dreamers, close your eyes. Welcome to the Dream Kitchen. In the modern world, to usher in lasting change, we must do more than just mobilize people. We must mobilize our minds for us to understand the scriptures properly. It must be read and understood from the first person view and not the second or third. He who has ears, let him hear. It's natural for us to dress for the war, but we must overcome this urge and instead dress for the victory. War cannot exist in a society where the dress code has risen above it. Science has taught man that he cannot travel faster than the speed of light. The Word of God, however, has taught us that we are the light. To become like our Creator, we must stop acknowledging light and speed as two separate entities and instead see them as they are, one. When we renew our mind in this manner, we embody the truth of Jesus' teachings that says I and the Father are one. To walk in our true kingdom power, we must stop vibrating at mortal frequencies that conflict with the harmonies of divine truths. Intentional thoughts, like matter, have mass. If these thoughts are consistently held, that mass increases. The greater the mass, the greater the gravitational force to draw the intentions of those thoughts. Mass has not only the ability to draw things toward us, but also the capability to bend time and shorten the distance between us and our desired outcomes. These objectives of our intentional thought become the moons and satellites that orbit our life. To hold a vision in the mind is to bring the power of imagination under discipline. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Close your eyes. Can you see it? Young dreamer, listen. Thinking is the mind in motion. Therefore our lives are under Newton's laws of motion. His first law of motion states that a body remains at rest or in motion at a constant speed in a straight line unless acted upon by a force. It's important for us to remember that every thought we think creates an inertia, a force moving us in a specific direction. If we desire to change a particular situation in our life, we must think new thoughts collectively align with the direction we want to go. We must continue engaging in these thoughts until the momentum of these new thoughts is greater than the thought force that established our current predicament. Now listen closely. Thoughts held continuously in one direction will create momentum in that direction. When we still our mind in meditation, we slow down the momentum of these past thoughts. From this stillness, we can concentrate on new thoughts, which will steer our life in a more desired direction without as much thought force resistance. To walk in our true kingdom power, we must stop vibrating at mortal frequencies that conflict with the harmonies of divine truths. Close your eyes. Welcome to the Dream Kitchen, where here prayer is not an asking process, but a creative one. Let us not pray that we catch momentum. Let us pray that we become it. I'm not here anymore. My hands are no longer mine. The Spirit does the writing, does the speaking, does the walking. My feet height a stranger's path. I know I live in some realm, somewhere I exist in the fog, but I'm not here. Definitely not here, not anymore. Not anymore. I wake up in places, in spaces, and poetic phrases, scribbling prophetically, constructing sentences that have seen the face of God, unaware of how I even got there, unaware of where the words even came from. My signature sits at the bottom, but the paper doesn't know me. My signature sits at the bottom, but the paper doesn't even know me. I'm a prisoner of the creative forces, just a slave to their burning voices, their thoughts, the thoughts behind the thoughts. They think through me, speak through me, live through me. I do what they tell me to do, cause I'm not here, not anymore. It's as though I don't exist, as if my lungs forgot to breathe, but I'm not here, definitely not here, not anymore. I'm not asleep, but the dreams seem to dream themselves. They imagine for me, they long to be born through me. So anxious to come into the world of chaos. My notebooks filled with their ramblings, my word photos capturing their shadows. I can't stop them, I can't resist them, I can't even see them, yet they stand where I used to stand. They convey in a language that I never spoke. They use me to do their bidding, to do their living. And I let them, cause I'm not here. I'm definitely not here, not anymore. Welcome to the Dream Kitchen. I'm Dr. Billy Alsbrooks, and I am blessed and unstoppable. Impact 1 billion, motivational art. Welcome to the Louvre. Fire truth music, burning. Welcome to the Dream Kitchen. I and the Father are one, and to God be the glory. closer you get to victory, the more aggressive the enemy gets. I've learned that the moment we want to give up most is usually at the dawn of our breakthrough. We are right there at the gate, we just can't see it. It's a war of mind. You gotta see that dream with your imagination so clear that you bend reality around what you want. When a dreamer gets called stubborn by the world, he wears it proudly like a badge of honor. He knows that the average person should never understand what he's doing, why he's doing it, nor should they ever believe that it's possible for him to achieve it. The world's rejection and unwavering resistance are his biggest confirmation that he's on the right track. They also reveal to him who's called to be a part of building that dream and who's not. Those blind to your future are disqualified to be a part of it. What masks itself as madness in the beginning will eventually be recognized as genius in the end. The enemy is no match for the faith that set that dream in motion. What the blind can't see, they call madness. Our active imagination is the alchemy that transforms spiritual truths into physical equivalents. Those who display genius, those who projected greatness, those who arose from nothing to become something were all first laughed at, doubted, and made fun of. The rejection of the world did not stop them. It merely intensified their desire to overcome the struggle and ascend to even higher levels of achievement. What the blind can't see, they call madness. There's a painting behind the painting, a story behind the story. But who can see what they can't say? Who knows what can't be seen? We've all heard it before, but never really heard it before. This is the place, the mental state, the inner gates where we seek to live. The painting behind the painting. Let's run to the safe havens. Let us represent the abstract with the structure while making love to the mystical. Pretending the chaos isn't chaos as we stand in solidarity, united under the banner of being audacious, rejecting the arms of reality in order to fool ourselves. For our lie is the only real that we will accept. Let us run to the safe havens. Let us imagine that what is no longer safe will still protect us while making love to the typical, pretending that the boredom is exciting as we stand divided in lies, united under the banner of being afraid, rejecting the arms of reality in order to fool ourselves. For our lie is the only real that we will accept. Do you remember the one they all doubted? Behold now the dreamer that rejection could not deter, the stubborn soul that wouldn't let go, that never in his life accepted the word no. We all owe him dearly, for his resilience has taught us that nothing can stop a fool in love. And the choir said, what the blind can't see, they call madness. Can your eyes gaze above the walls that most men submit to? Can your feet stand firm in the raging rivers of doubt? For your children, your dreams, your future would depend on it. While justice sleeps, you'll have to overcome the sins of your fathers. For no one other than you can walk that last mile. But that mile, when you walk it, it'll make you famous. I said it'll make you famous. Each failure will come with its own form of loneliness. You'll have to learn to surf the tsunamis of their betrayals, how to swim in the oceans of your own bitterness, how to stay afloat even when the seasons abandon you. Are you willing to sail the violent seas for a shot at glory? If so, then set your sails to the wind. And the choir said, what the blind can't see, they call madness. Do you remember the one they all doubted? Beautiful is the day that the genius finds out he's not crazy. Let him celebrate. Behold now the dreamer, the outcast who changed the world, the man who was brave enough to dream with his eyes open, that never in his life knew the word quit. We all owe him dearly, for his resilience has taught us that nothing can stop a fool in love. Who am I, you ask? I am the revolution of the soul, a pain so brilliant that the world went blind. I never cared what others thought. I just took my place in the sky and made the night envious. My flame challenged their narratives, their illusions, their perceived limitations. Unbothered by their resentment, I became the art that did the impossible. What they called stubborn was just a genius they couldn't comprehend. What they call crazy was just a greatness that they could never achieve. A language that their tongues had not the capacity to speak. A dream that their small minds could not imagine, yet they admired the wings of the butterfly. And the choir said, what the blind can't see they call madness. This is how I do it. I close my eyes and I go into the dream kitchen. I begin to imagine and I dream the life I want to live. I get a vision, a 4K, high definition, mental image with the exact specifications for how I want my life to look. I dream the life I want to live. Thoughts held continuously in one direction will create momentum in that direction. I just keep projecting that mind movie onto the back of my eyelids until it becomes my reality. There is no spoon. I dream the life I want to live. I said I dream the life I want to live. I said I dream the life I want to live. There is no spoon.
To accept Christ is to fully acknowledge God's true residency, which is within us.
You're 1,000 pregnant sons, but is the word no bigger than your dream? Close your eyes. Close your eyes until you can see without them. Make the profound utterance of the sacred yes. 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 When morning comes, faith will do the rest. You're the flame that won't stop burning, but it's time to renounce the republic of false truths. Let us awaken to the power within us while our mind sees the eternal promise. Close your eyes. Close your eyes until you can see without them. Make the profound utterance of the sacred yes. 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 When morning comes, faith will do the rest. You're 1,000 pregnant sons, but is the word no bigger than your dream? And the choir said, I dream the life I wanna live. Say it with me now. I dream the life I wanna live. Tell them, Billy, what the blind can't see they call madness. There is no spoon. Starting Billy Alsbrooks, and I am blessed and unstoppable, burning, fire truth music, impact 1 billion. Motivational art, God still moves. Welcome to the Louvre. And if you're looking for me, I'll be 1 or 2 places, either on the grind or in the dream kitchen. Hey, what's your dream? Can you see it? Be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. I wanna give my daddy a shout out. To God be the glory. Yeah, follow that dream right there to the dream kitchen. What the blind can't see, they call madness. Blessed and unstoppable. Success starts with putting the right things into your mind. And my new book, Blessed and Unstoppable, was strategically designed to align your mind with the laws of success. This curriculum will teach you the inner mechanics required to go from average to phenomenal. From living a life with limits to being blessed and unstoppable. As you follow this guide step by step, amazing breakthroughs will happen. New doors of opportunity will open, and favor will begin to chase you down. Blessed and Unstoppable is a 31-day devotional on the laws of success. This book will instigate the thought process and actions required to transform your life. Each day has a Bible verse, a teaching on that day's principle, a positive affirmation, a prayer for the day, self-assessment questions, success quotes, action steps, and a powerful inspirational message. Regardless of what field you're in, Blessed and Unstoppable is your blueprint for success. Get your copy at blessedandunstoppable.com. Also available on Amazon.